Good morning, students. Today, we are going to have a topic new, tannins. So, you might have heard about tannins, generally tannins or phenolic compounds. Usually, we might have come across in your basic chemistry and also even in pharmacognosy 1. Pharmacognosy and phytochemistry which you studied. In one also you might have come across a definition. Tannins, they are phenolic compounds having some relationship with the even flavones are also present with them, and these tannins are usually, if you want to know about their physiological function or therapeutic use, mainly we might have studied about they are having precipitating the proteins, main quality, so by which it can even control bleeding and arrest bleeding, and also it has many uses apart from pharmaceutical application or therapeutic application. They are also used for many purposes like dye manufacturing, printing and leather manufacturing, all where we are depending on the tannin preparation from the plant source. They are having high value. So we are going to see a very important drug which we are preparing tannins from these plants. Especially they are very much useful for the mankind, like black catechu, pale catechu. They both are very important plant. Apart from that, in India we are also having other carpus plants, petrocarpus plants is also we have. So we can see about the catechus, especially black catechu, pale catechu and petrocarpus. Especially catechu, black catechu and pale catechu, they have the constituents are not much difference, only one is additional in pale catechu, but the plants are different. So we should know what is the difference and how the botanical identity and chemical constituents and chemical taste, how they are different, and what is its applications in the health and pharmaceutical industry, and apart from that what all, how human is utilizing the plant origin God created. So today we discuss about the tannins. First small definition for our discussion I have taken, in which, as I told in the beginning itself, tannins are astringent. What do you mean by astringent? Astringent means in pharmacological action wise or physiological action wise, when you want to talk about what is an astringent, precipitate proteins, components or compounds or the drugs which can precipitate proteins. So by that a student can understand what I mean by the precipitating protein, how it can help for the pharmacological action. So you can predict by means of your basic knowledge what you have acquired in the B.Pharm up to now, the 5th semester. You have studied many pharmacology, pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical chemistry. So whatever your subject, you have to apply your basic knowledge whenever there comes some word. Never keep it idle or something which is difficult, or keep it just I will see later. No seeing later. If suppose somewhere you are stopping with the word, immediately you have to ask with the teacher, or you have to ask with your reference, or you have to find the reference. You have to find out and then you have to proceed. So astringent precipitate proteins which can even arrest the bleeding, which can control various infection by means of forming a layer in certain wounds, and so that it can be having many uses. Even hemorrhage, many type of uses can be used by means of using natural tannins. Bitter plant polyphenols, as I told, they are polyphenols that either bind and precipitate or shrinks protein. The astringency from the tannins is what causes the dry and the puckery feeling. What do you mean by puckery feeling? Puckery feeling. So you can have a feeling when you are taking tannin. For an example, most of the students may be knowing, in your home you are more interested to take fruits. You might have taken fruits like pomegranate. When you are taking the fruit, it will be tasty, sweet, but when it is the skin or the inner part of the fruit, suppose if it is adhering to the fruit, and if you chew it, and if you eat it, or if you chew it, there will be a feeling, puckery feeling, because of tannins are more in that, and tannins, they will precipitate the protein. Even the mucous membrane in your mouth or in your soft skin, it can precipitate and it can have a puckery feeling in the mouth following the consumption of red wine. When you are even red wine, when you are drink, even it has this puckery feeling, because it has tannin, the skin of the grapes, or an unripe fruit. Even when you take bananas which is not ripened, and if you take raw little half ripe banana, it will stick in your teeth, or it will make sometimes some puckery feeling. That is what we mean, that it's the puckery feeling. The term tannin refers to the use of tannins in tanning animal hides. Animal hides means skin. When you take the skin or the skin of the goat or the sheep, you have to tanning by means of using tannin. It can be converted into leather. So leather are prepared from the skin of the animal by you applying tannin in the skin to precipitate the proteins and to prevent them from the deterioration, or the mold or the bacteria may disturb the skin, can be avoided by means of using this tannin, which can precipitate the protein in the skin. So that is called tanning the animal hides. Hides means skin. Animal hides into leather. However, the term is widely applied to any large polyphenolic compounds containing sufficient hydroxyl and other suitable groups such as carboxyls, to form strong complexes with proteins and other macromolecules. Tannins have molecular weights ranging from 500 to over 9,000. Tannins are incompatible with alkalis, gelatin, heavy metals, iron, lime water. Lime water means, what is lime water? Calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. Metallic salts, strong oxidizing agents, and zinc sulfate. And chemistry of tannins, these are highly complex polymers of phenolic compounds and are two classes of tannins. One is hydrolyzable tannins, that is polymer of gallic acid. Gallic acid, you see the structure which I have given, the gallic acid. Hydrolyzable tannins have 3 OH in the 6-membered benzene ring, and above we have COOH. COOH. Understand? Acidic group. It's not mentioned as COO group. It is, that is, you can see that C double bond O and OH. Like that you can just see. So a benzoic acid having 3 OH group. So that you can see the structure. It is gallic acid, hydrolyzable tannins. So the second one is condensed tannin. That one is hydrolyzable tannin. Another one is condensed tannin. Condensed tannin. Condensed tannin, polymer of flavonoids. Polymer of flavonoids. You can see the structure. Condensed tannin. You have a lactone ring, 6-membered lactone ring, and 2 6-membered. You can see a benzene ring with attached with an 6-membered lactone ring. Again, it has been attached with another 6-membered ring. A benzene ring is attached near to a lactone ring. So there is 3 6-membered ring. You can see that. Understand? So there is no mention OH group, but OH group will be there when you come to an structure of a compound in catechin. When you study catechin, it will be catechol. Catechol means double OH group, which is catecholamines, which you might have studied in your pharmacology. So catechols also comes here, catechols, which connected with the condensed tannins. So we will discuss about when you study about catechu, black catechu. Today we are going to see black catechu, pale catechu, and petrocarpus. Petrocarpus. So we are going to see these 3 drugs today. Understand? So these compounds are water soluble and form cross-linked with proteins, which in turn prevents the decomposition of proteins by enzymatic action. This is what I told. Decomposition is prevented by this tannin when it is used in the skin of the animals. In the skin of the animals, so that it can be used tanning. That is called tanning of animal hides to prepare leather. We have just now seen the application of tannins. Remember always, the tannin name came from the application of the tannin in the hides of the animal for the preparation of leather. Understand? That's what we have seen in the previous slide. Repetitionally listening to some words will never forget. Students can write, students can remember, and interest will come to the subject. So it can prevent the enzymatic action. And tannin are substances give tea and wine their bitter and astringent qualities. So tea are also available, tannin, like you can see the tea, normal tea, which is also we are using tea plant like Camellia sinensis is an example of the plant which contain tannins said to have a natural high tannin content. When any type of tea leaf is steeped in hot water, it breathes a tart, a stringent flavor that is a characteristic of tannin. Wine, red wine especially. Tannins, mainly condensed tannins, are found in wine. Condensed tannins are found in the wine, particularly red wine prepared from the grapes. Tannins in wine can come from many sources, and tactile property. It has a tactile property, that means a puckery feeling, tactile property differ depending on the sources. The tackling property of the tannin, the precipitating property of the tannin, the puckery feeling in the mucous membrane, the puckery feeling due to the precipitation of the proteins in the effect of the tannin can differ according to the sources from where you are prepared tannin. Tannins are present in many sources. But we are studying 3 drugs which are having more strong sources which can be extracted and which can be used, and it can be given for marketed in the form of an unorganized drug. So unorganized drug means you may be knowing, understand, it is obtained from the plant. So black catechu, now we are coming to the first drug, black catechu. Now we have to study what is the difference between black catechu and pale catechu is important, very important. Last time, last university exam, they have asked about the chemical test of pale catechu and Gambier fluorescent test. They have repeatedly asked, and we have to read that, very important. And it is important for you to know about what is the difference between the black catechu and pale catechu also. Black catechu sources and macroscopical characters and uses we have narrated here. The synonym and regional name of black catechu in Hindi, khair or kata. Kata, they used to say kata. In Bengali, khair or khair, they used to say. In Kannada, kachu. In Marathi, khair. And in Gujarati, kato. In Malayalam, they used to say karinali, sometimes karinali. Sanskrit, khadira. So botanical source in very commonly which is approved by the botanist, black catechu consists of dried aqueous extract prepared from hot wood of Acacia catechu and Acacia chundra. Acacia catechu and Acacia chundra. So it is an organized drug or unorganized drug? It is an unorganized drug because it is prepared by extracting from the hot wood in the inner part of the stem, the wood, and they sacrifice the plant, and you have taken the wood part, hot wood of the plant Acacia catechu and Acacia chundra is extracted, and you prepare this. You can see the picture which I have shown. After extract will solidified, and you will get a hard tinge of preparation which is available in the market. Macroscopical characters: color is black or dark brown, Form is irregular mass or cubes. Surface rough, dull or slightly glazy, shiny and porous. Fracture very brittle, breaking into powdery mass. Odor none, it doesn't have any odor. Taste is bitter to start with, turns then sweet, and finally it is astringent. So we can have, this is the macroscopical characters. This is about the plant. We are not going to the plant directly. We have to take the heartwood of this plant and you have to extract to prepare black catechu. Black catechu means you have to think that the extract of heartwood obtained from or taken from Acacia catechu. Acacia catechu. That is what? Acacia catechu. Acacia catechu. Family Leguminosae. Leguminosae. Understand? Acacia catechu plant is shown in the picture. And this is the Acacia catechu, the plant. And you can see the heartwood of the plant is used for extraction, and you will get the solid mass in a cubes which is shown in the picture. As you are shown in the picture, you will be getting it. You can see this video to have some idea about the plant which may be present in our nearby the home. And the leaf, you see, they are bipinnate, alternate bipinnate compound leaves. Compound leaves. Understand? That is one identity. And you can hear that is every leaf will be having a gland on the rachis, a gland on the rachis in the branch. And again another identity, you can see the point, that is the thorn, we will say, or you can say very clearly the spines. It's very short, reddish brown, flattened. You can see the spines present in the branch. And even identity by means of flower, flowering tops, you can see the flower. It's like a tail, it's long, and it has honey, and the honeybees are coming and staying in that flower in the season. And it's a beautiful flower which is a given identity for this plant. And this is the heartwood which we have taken from the plant, heartwood for our extraction. The bigger plant, you can take the heartwood, you can see the brownish heartwood, extracted, and the extract is just put in the trays and solidified. This is the extract. You can see the extract which is taken from the heartwood of Acacia catechu, family Leguminosae. Leguminosae, family Leguminosae. And you see that it can be semi-solid when it can be packed, and it has various uses. In India, we used to use for beetroot leaves. In the Bida and the Panvalas, they used to use this one for chewing purpose. It has many effect of Pukari effect when you are chewing, and it has many effects on the gastric, expelling of unwanted gases and pains, and it has many therapeutic effect also. You can see that it's a cuboid form they are making into, cut into pieces, cubes, dried, and it is available in the market. As we are told, dark brown like cuboid cake, solid, and it will be dried like these trays, traditional wooden trays. It is available in the powder form also, and which can be used in this semi-solid, and it may paste used for using in the leaves and for chewing, and it is available and for various hemorrhoid pains, headaches and skin problems, and also it can be applied directly to the skin, and even pain, headache, it can be used as a drink, it's a good one. For many purposes it is used. So next, chemical constituents of black catechu. Black catechu. It contains tannins like catechin, catechu tannic acid. See the structure of catechin, and just remember about the condensed hydrolyzable tannin and condensed tannin. Hydrolyzable tannin and condensed tannins. In general tannin definition, just now we have seen. So catechin is just having 2 OH. That is, the 3 OHs are there in the condensable tannin structure. In the lactone ring, 1 OH, and in the first benzene ring there is 2 OH, and a catechol ring. That is, catechol is attached to that particular ring structure. You can remember the ring structure once you write. It is a condensable tannin which is present in black catechu. So catechu, you have to remember, in black catechu you are having catechin, and catechin and catechu tannic acid. It is also contain flavonoids like quercetin and its derivatives, and other catechu, red and gum etc. are present in them. Black catechu chemical test, matchstick test, you have to remember, because this test they used to ask in the exam last semester. They have asked very 5th semester question, they have asked this one, chemical test of various drugs, especially catechu they have asked. So you see, matchstick test means how to make a matchstick is taken, is dipped in an aqueous plant extract of black catechu, dried near a burner, dried, you have to dry it lightly, and moistened with a concentrated hydrochloric acid, and now warming near the flame, just to bring to the flame, warming near the flame, the matchstick wood turns pink in color. It will convert into pink or red due to formation of fluoroglucinol. Due to the formation of fluoroglucinol. So fluoroglucinol is formed, and immediately you are getting a pink to red color because it forms a fluoroglucinol in the matchstick. That means the wood, the matchstick is of xylem, where there will be lignin, and immediately you will get pink or red color formation in the matchstick. Can you follow? And this is a very simple general knowledge. Why it is pink and red color is coming in the matchstick? Matchstick is an wood which is prepared from the normal matchstick plant, or a stick which is prepared from the plant in the wood. It has xylem. Understand? So xylems have lignin which react with fluoroglucinol, and it will give pink color that we have seen already in the, if you are studied in the practical oriented, you may be knowing what is the use of fluoroglucinol. So here this matchstick is dipped in our extract of a black catechu, and then it is added with moistened with concentrated hydrochloric acid, and when you are making this near to the flame, if you are bringing it to the near to the flame, what happen? First you have to dip it in the extract and dry it near to the flame, near to the, not drying, and then dip into the, or you can moisten with the concentrated hydrochloric acid, and again you bring it to the flame for just warming. What happen? The wood will be converted into pink or red color due to the presence of fluoroglucinol. That is very general knowledge which we know, that is when it is pink color, 100% the fluoroglucinol is formed. So it is necessary for the students to find out what is the structure of fluoroglucinol. You have to find out now. What is the structure of fluoroglucinol? Presence of fluoroglucinol, it gives pink color. How? You just see it. Understand? So you can just formation of fluoroglucinol which react with the lignin in the wood of the matchstick and give pink color. And vanillin hydrochloric acid test, a sample solution was added with vanillin hydrochloric reagent. What is vanillin hydrochloric reagent? We should know 1 gram of vanillin plus 10 ml of alcohol and concentrated hydrochloric acid 10 ml. 1 is to 10 is to 10. 1 is to 10 is to 10, or 1 gram with 10 ml of alcohol, 10 ml of hydrochloric acid. When you add the solution with the sample solution of black catechu, a pink color or a red color is formed due to the formation of fluoroglucinol. Here also, due to the formation of fluoroglucinol, you will get a pink color. So this is also the second test. Third test, you can see to a aqueous solution, add solution of ferric ammonium sulfate, dark green color is formed. Dark green color, ferric ammonium sulfate, dark green color is formed. Add sodium hydroxide solution, the color changes to purple. Gambier fluorescent test is negative for black catechu. It will be answered by only pale catechu. So pale catechu and black catechu can be differentiated by Gambier fluorescent test. And why it is Gambier fluorescent test? Because pale catechu's another name is itself Gambier, because it contains Gambier. Gambier is present. Gambier is the component which is present, mainly the fluorescent substance which is present in pale catechu will give a fluorescent. When you are adding with sodium hydroxide and petroleum ether, you will get a fluorescent in the petroleum ether layer. That is the main thing which is distinguishing pale catechu and black catechu. You have to remember. Not only that, it is a source itself, it is different. This is heartwood extraction, that is leaf extraction. So you have to see that. You have to remember very clearly, if they are asking some differentiate about the catechu in pale catechu and black catechu, how they can be differentiated, what all the differences you have seen, means whenever the student studying, what is the difference in their chemical constituents, what is the difference in the chemical test, what is the difference in their sources, what is their macroscopical characters. This, even if there is microscopical characters, you have to see that what is the difference, so that you will never forget what is the component present in them and what is its application also. You will never forget, and it can be easily noted in your answer. Last time they have asked this question very clearly. Differentiate. If you know the differentiation, you can write. Most of the time people used to interested to know about what is the knowledge present in the students, how they can find the small changes, small differences in the drugs. So next test, add a few drops of fresh aqueous extract of lime water, calcium hydroxide. A brown color is produced. On standing for a few minutes, it becomes red precipitate is formed. So this is for black catechu. Pale catechu, you can have another two. One is Gambier fluorescent test. Even another test, chlorophyll, because this is heartwood, there is no chlorophyll is not, there is no chlorophyll is there, but in the leaf, it is leaf actually. The pale catechu is a leaf extract. So in that, chloroform will be there, chlorophyll will be there. So presence of chlorophyll can be identified by a chemical test which can give only for specific for pale catechu. So you have to remember, now in this junction I am telling you, the students, whoever listening to me, please remember the next 3-4 slides we will come to pale catechu. At the time I will ask you, what is the test which we have discussed here is a negative for pale black catechu, will be positive for the pale catechu. So when you study chemical test, compare them and study. I did not put them in the same slide because students have to compare, write their own notes and elaborate the notes which I have given, and this will give you high knowledge and more potential, and you will be comfortable for any other in future experiments or in research or in higher studies even. So black catechu uses, it is an astringent, cooling and digestive agent. It is used in relaxed condition of throat, mouth and gums, used in swelling of nose and throat. In the teeth, gum swelling also can be used, the black catechu. It is also used in diarrhea and in preparation of lozenges. Lozenges, like Hall's Textiles, whichever you are preparing lozenges, black catechus can be used. They are having more uses in the pharmaceutical preparations and used in dysentery, swelling in colon, large intestine, colitis. It is used and used in bleeding, indigestion, osteoarthritis and cancer. People apply catechu directly to the skin for skin disease, hemorrhoids and traumatic injuries, to stop bleeding and for dressing wounds. In India and Eastern countries, it is also used with betel leaves for chewing. You might have seen in the marriage functions, everywhere they used to give out pida, or you can say that is somewhere you can see panwalas, they are using this for more purposes. And in dyeing industries, color industries, and even for using for printing, black catechus are very commonly used. And also for dye purpose, even hair dyes, cosmetics, they are using black catechu. You can see in the YouTube there are various preparation, natural dye preparations are available with black catechu, amla dried. They are using many preparations, natural preparations are available which can be easily referred, and you can increase your general knowledge and make yourself comfortable for this subject. So now we are coming to the pale catechu. Synonym, as I told, gamber. Black catechu means, you have to remember what is the source of black catechu. It is a dried extract obtained from hot wood of cassia or acacia catechu, not cassia. Acacia is another. Acacia catechu. Family Leguminaceae. Here, this is in Malayalam, it can be called as gambir or ganbir also, or ganbir. Biological source, gambir, a pale catechu is dried aqueous extract produced from the leaf and young twigs. There is young leaves which is developing part of the nodes. Young twigs of Uncaria gambir. Roxburgh is a scientist name belonging to family Rubiaceae. So Uncaria gambir, family Rubiaceae. Uncaria gambir. This is also an unorganized drug, and here even the leaf, there also even the bark can also be, they are using it for many purposes, but anyhow this pale catechu available in the cube form are extracts solidified from the leaf which is obtained, that is black catechu. Geographical source, Uncaria gambir is a native to erstwhile Malaya. It is cultivated in Indonesia, Malaysia, Sumatra, Borneo and Singapore at elevation up to 150 meters. The plant is used mostly for the production of the drug which is marketed through the Singapore. This is the plant flower. You see the difference of the black catechu and the pale catechu. The flower is like a tennis ball, round and very beautiful, and extract, you can see the Gambier extract, brown color, pale brown color, and the fruits, you can see how they are, the flowering is taking place. We can see this plant everywhere, and the color is dull reddish brown color externally, and a pale brown to buffy color internally, odorless. At first it is bitter and astringent, but later it is sweet. Strips, flake, shape is like strips, sometimes flakes or coarse powder. Pale catechu comes in the form of cubes or rectangular blocks of 2 to 4 centimeter length. Regular cubes or as rectangular blocks, it's also possible. And you see this video how in Indonesia, how this man is collecting the leaves of Uncaria gamber, and which is brought here, Rubiaceae family. Uncaria gamber is brought here in this place, and they will be hot extraction, and they will squeeze the leaf which is soaken, and they have the traditional pot, filtering pot, in which they will press them strongly, and so that it will be dipped, and it will be hot water extract. Traditionally, how you can see, there is a vessel which is steam which is passed through, and you can see the extract, how it is they extracted from the leaf, and thick, and how they are very strong extract which is heated by traditional method. And this process, you can see the steam, and afterwards you can see that the steamed leaves are taken, tied with thread, and they will be squeezed, pressed, compressed, and expression method. The traditional expression method can be used for taking the extraction strongly out from this leaf, and they are heated and poured with the hot extract, even again the liquid which is they are heating, pouring in them, and the same liquid again and again, the same menstruum will be used, and then it will be squeezed, and that particular extract will be kept in a strong expression method. By tightening, squeezing it, you can see the menstruum or the tannin extracted out from the leaf. So it is a leaf, so it contains chlorophyll will be there, because green leaf, and directly they are extracting it, so without drying. So this is the extract which they are getting, and afterwards the semi-solid, it will become semi-solid, and this is called the pale catechu, solid matter. In Indonesia, they will be having this type of cuboid form and square form, some is also available, and this is traditional method of preparing the extract, dried extract, which can be made into these cubes or in a cylinder form, and then it will be packed, and it will be sold out. So this is what one of the important about this one, you can see that is the thing which they have given for export method. And chemical constituents, it contains gamber, which is not present in the black catechu. So pale catechu contains from about 7 to 30% of pseudo tannin and catechin. It also contains catechin and 22 to 55% of flavotannins, catechin-tannic acid. Both of the above components constitute over 60% of the drug. It also contains catechu red gambir which is not present in black catechu, and quercetin is present in black catechu. It contains indole alkaloid. Here it contains indole alkaloid up to 0.105%, which include gambir tannin. It is gambir, specific gambir tannin and its derivative. Gambir tannin gives a strong fluorescence under UV light. Catechin forms white needle-like crystals which dissolves in alcohol and hot water. Catechin-tannic acid gives green color with ferric chloride. See the chemical structure. Catechin we have already seen, but we have seen only the extra which is not present in black catechu, which is present in pale catechu. You can see that gambir tannin. Gambir tannin, you can see a indole structure, a benzene with a 5-membered ring nitrogen, that is called indole, and a 6-membered ring with a nitrogen, another 6-membered, which is inside the nitrogen is there. That is why gambir tannin is an alkaloid. And nitrogen is present inside the ring. It's having alkaloidal parameters which may be present in pale catechu, gambir tannin. And there is a methoxy group and also C double bond O. So that means it in ester, CH3O, C double bond O, that means COO or COOH or RCOOR. It's not H, RCOOR. So it's an ester formation is there. If there is a methoxy group, you can just find out. And black pale catechu chemical test, Gambir fluorescent test, which is negative to the black catechu. Here it's a very simple, as we told, sodium hydroxide and petroleum ether. I told you to remember in that slide itself I told. So Gambir fluorescent present in the pale catechu gives a fluorescence. If to an alcohol extract a little sodium hydroxide is added and shaken with petroleum ether, the petroleum ether layer shows green fluorescent. Black catechu gives negative for this test. So that is in identification for both of differentiation can be done. Vanillin hydrochloride test, it is also given by the black catechu. The drug shows a pink or red color in the mixture of vanillin, and we know that vanillin reagent preparation alcohol dilute hydrochloric acid in the ratio of, and you can see vanillin alcohol dilute hydrochloric acid 1:10:10. That means 1 gram of vanillin with 10 ml of alcohol, 10 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid, you will get vanillin reagent. The reaction produces fluoroglucinol, and which is giving a pink to red color. So then matchstick test, same thing. What you have to do, you have to dip the matchstick and dry it, and near to the, you have to dip with the extract and then dry it, and then you have to spray the concentrated hydrochloric acid and go near to the flame. You will get pink or purple color due to the production of formation of fluoroglucinol. So this is also another test which is given by black catechu. But this is also another test which is not given by the black catechu, because here it is leaf extract, so it contains chlorophyll. So small quantity of powder is extracted on the water bath, and 5 ml of chloroform and filtered, and the filtrate is evaporated with white porcelain dish on a water bath. A greenish yellow residue is produced due to the presence of chlorophyll in the drug. Black catechu gives this test negative. due to the absence of chlorophyll. Why? Because black catechu is an extract which is prepared from the hardwood. It is not leaf. Only leaf will have chlorophyll, anybody will know. Green color will not be present. Chlorophyll will not be present in the black catechu. So this test is also negative for black catechu but positive for pale catechu. So pale catechu is used medicinally as a local astringent in diarrhea, and it is used as a general astringent. It is largely used in various countries of yeast and chewing. For betel leaf, this also can be used for chewing with the betel leaf, and large proportion of gambir is used in dyeing and tanning industry, in leather production, and it is used for tanning in animal hides to convert them to leather. Understand? So catechus are very much used for leather production, black or pale. And now we are coming to the Petrocarpus. Is also a tannin plant. Synonym: Bijasol, Indian Kino tree, or Malabar Kino, which is more available in our region, in our place. Malabar region, in our region. That's why Malabar Kino. So biological source, it consists of dry juice obtained from making vertical incision. You have to make some incision in the bark or the stem of the plant, stem bark of the plant Petrocarpus marsupium. So Petrocarpus marsupium, Lin is scientist name, Petrocarpus marsupium, family Leguminosae. Petrocarpus marsupium. You have to remember like that. Petrocarpus marsupium, family Leguminosae. So geographical distribution, it can be called as Venga in Malayalam, and it is found in hilly region of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Orissa. And it is also found in the forest of Karnal, Kerala, West Bengal and Assam. See the plant once more. This is the plant leaf, a picture, and this is the wood. When you make incision, the exudate will come outside the bark, and the bark can also be can be usage in Ayurveda and Siddha. Many plants, many of the traditional practice they are using, and the barks will be there, and extracts can also be given in the same form how you are getting the black catechu is also available, and pale catechu extracts is also available, but it's usually the barks are directly they are using. And when the Malabar Kino, Indian Kino, it can be called, or Petrocarpus marsupium. Petrocarpus marsupium is also known as Venga in Malayalam, Indian Kino tree, Malabar Kino tree. In English, it is Bijasol. In Ayurveda, it can be called Kino tree in English, and Bijasol in Ayurveda, it can be told. You can see this type of fruit. We can see the seed will be there in a leaf-like structure. You can see the plants will be growing like this. Petrocarpus, very common in our place, and the woods can be taken in this form, cut, and the barks can be also removed, and it can be used for various medicinal purposes. And you see the color ruby red, odorless, taste astringent, tannin is present, and annular grains, and 3 to 5 or 10 millimeter granules are present. It is partly soluble in water, about 80 to 90%, completely soluble in alcohol, in 90% alcohol. The pieces of Kino are angular, glistering, transparent, breaking with vitreous fracture. So chemical constituents of Petrocarpus Kino contain kino in the English name for pectocarpus is kino synonym, you have to remember, kino contains about 70 to 80% of quinotannic acid. Kino red, quinopyrocatechin, catechol structure will be there in the catechin, pyrocatechin, and racine and gallic acid. The 3-OH gallic acid, you have to remember, hydrolysable tannin. Quinotannic acid is glucosidol tannin, whereas quino red is anhydride of quinoin. Quinoin is an insoluble flavonoid and is produced by the action of oxidase enzyme and dark in color than quinotannic acid. Chemical test: when the solution of the drug is treated with ferrous sulfate, green color is produced. With alkali like potassium hydroxide, violet color is produced. With mineral acids, a precipitate is obtained. Uses of Petrocarpus. Kino, that means kino is the English name for Petrocarpus. Venga in Malayalam. Kino is used as a powerful astringent and also in the treatment of diarrhea and dysentery, passive hemorrhage, toothache, and in diabetics. It is used in dyeing, tanning, for leather preparation, dye preparation, cosmetics, hair dye preparation, and printing purposes. The aqueous infusion of the wood is considered to be much used in diabetes. Diabetes it is used. The alcoholic as well as aqueous extract of heartwood are known to possess hypoglycemic action. That's why it is used for diabetes. The Indian kino can be used for treat diarrhea. The racine and the bark are used for the treatment. For intestinal parasite, the tea made from the bark of the Petrocarpus marsupium can be used. It is used for intestinal parasite also. So, the resins are used in many various treatments. Just in the slide it is written as intestinal parasite treatments can also be done. So this is about the Petrocarpus. And the crushed leaves of Indian kino used in skin problems also. For dental health, Indian kino can be used in many ways. The twig and the bark of the leaf are used as toothbrush directly, and due to its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effect, this is used as an ingredient in herbal tooth powder. Herbal tooth powder, Petrocarpus you can find, then you can know why it is used. And apart from that, you can see it can cholesterol level can be reduced by Petrocarpus marsupium. It has anti-hyperlipidemic property, reducing the lipid level. It helps to lower the cholesterol, low density lipid, and very large density lipid, LDL, VLDL, and triglyceride levels in our body. So it can lower these things in our body when it is above the level. Thank you for listening my lecture. God bless you. We'll see you in the next class.